previously in part 1.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Because, like, I be driving around sometimes. I'm not going to be that nigga that be like, oh, I want to get back to the community and all that. But, I mean, I be driving around sometimes and I be seeing, like, where I live, I'm not going to lie, I live in, like, the suburbs. I live in, like, a really good neighborhood. But when I drive around in, like, the poor neighborhoods, I'm like, damn, bro, like...
Yeah, give back.
Yeah, you got to give back. Like, like, you see all these people, like, they're doing what they do because they don't have it. Multiple charity organizations have been working on that for, like, the longest, but they haven't made an impact.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah. And next question. That's done with the kind of like scripted version of it. Now we can actually just
Jump in.
To the
juicy.
to the juicy
what was
stuff.
that juicy one?
So in Durham, we have a lot of artists. There has been an overflow in artists. What do you think of these rising groups? I don't want to mention names, but well, you know what? I'll mention names.
Okay.
I mean, it's just you're very different. You would think that somebody that's starting up would be more humble, and a lot of the Durham artists that are coming up, rappers in specific, they're not really humble, And
I feel like it's sorry to jump in, but like, I feel like it's kind of like there's a picture already painted because they see all these other big rappers already making it. So then they assume
you think they need to act like them to actually make it.
Yeah, they need to act like them to make it.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true, and that's another thing. Like this, it's all about, and that's one. Well, real talk. That's one thing that I want, low key, is the influence that most of these big rappers have. Not because I want people to like bow down to me and worship me. It's because if they have all this influence to make people like do what they do. I mean, I feel like I'm a good figure for like positivity, humbleness, love, joy, all that stuff. So I feel like if somebody looks to me, they may be able to spread the positivity around that I like to spread and stuff like that. I mean, that's my opinion. Real talk. And like like Kanye. We're not gonna get into. We're not gonna get into. We're gonna talk about the old Kanye.
There you go.
I'm talking about the whole he's in right now.
The old Kanye. So old Kanye, he was rocking polos and backpacks, right?
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "Yo, that's dope as fuck. I'm gonna start wearing polos and backpacks, right?" So that's how it was. Like all these rappers nowadays talking about drinking lean and shit. Now everybody nowadays is drinking lean and shit. Like people doing dumb shit, and like people famous doing dumb shit makes people that are not famous and like normal people do dumb shit. Exactly. So I'm like, yo, if I get
they don't recognize the power they have.
Yeah, exactly. They don't recognize that shit, or maybe they do, and they manipulate so that they get attention, because that's really what they feel like it's all about, is attention nowadays. So I feel like they may look at it and they be like, you know what, I can take this attention, make it a benefit for me, to make it benefit for me, so I can get the attention that I want. And that people will look to me and I can get more attention, get more money, yada, 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 all that shit. You feel me? So I feel like if I'm not the nigga to beg for attention, but I feel like if I got attention, I sound really fucking selfish right now.
No, you don't. No, go ahead. I know where you're going with it.
I mean,
like,
that's the goal, right?
Yeah.
Like, once you get your name out there, you're gonna have attention.
True.
So
True. That's true. But like, I mean, I'm just trying to be the type of person to spread positivity.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just let people know you should love everybody, despite differences. I'm a chill ass person. Everybody should be chill.
Yeah, you're right.
That's all it is.
I don't know if you know of the big entrepreneurs of this age. Like, you've heard of Gary Vaynerchuk?
Oh yeah,
Gary Vaynerchuk.
That's I like.
One thing that he talks about a lot that I'm actually like, it intrigues me a lot. That he mentions that, like, how like fitness just out of nowhere came out, and like everybody just wants to get fit. Like everybody's in fitness and trying to get exercise and get healthy and stuff like that.
Right.
He says that like the next game to that is mental health, and that's going to be the new fitness, and everybody's going to want to correct their minds and correct their brains and be happy and positive. And I feel like that's what like our generation is going through right now, is the early stages of that. Is trying to figure out how the hell we can make one another more positive and influence one another. And that's I see that, like, and I see it in people around me. Like,
that dude is a smart dude.
That dude is
I watch him all the time. He really is. And I do understand it, because like my older generation is all about, for them at least, it's all about fitness, staying in shape, you know, keeping their body right. And now our generation is keeping their minds right.
Yeah.
And I fucks with that. That's why
that's a quote, man.
I fucks with that, like, you know, mind state to where we should be spreading positivity and we should all be about happiness and shit. And it's true. We are all starting to, you know, talk about minds and shit. Like, you see it everywhere on Instagram and shit.
Everywhere.
Not many people are talking about, yo, I'm trying to stay fit.
Because not many people are, like, living it also. Like, they're talking about being positive, but at the same time, it's like they're not even trying to actually be positive. They just want to
just for the
fit
image.
in the crowd.
Exactly.
Just like,
exactly.
It's like the people who get, like, surgery to get
like,
rid of a body.
I know that are like just angry and negative and shit all the time. But they want to spread. They be like, oh yeah, spread positivity, spread love and all that shit. And I just be like, yo, wasn't you the one that was all angry and shit and telling people to go fuck themselves and all that type of shit? You feel me?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Makes no sense.
Like one person, and y'all interviewed him. I love this dude so much with all my heart, Sam Rice. I love Sam so much. Like that's one of my big homies. And damn, that shit's scary. But
cut 1 second. One second.
Facts, I feel you.
Stop the game.
It stopped. Oh, that was what it was.
Yeah.
You heard the click?
So.
Oh, I thought it was over there. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Make sure you're centered.
Oh yeah, my B.
You're good, man. You're good.
Hope it go that way.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I was the one off then.
That's all good. It's all good.
I was trying not to move.
Back on. I don't know where you left off on, but
I was talking about Sam. Sam, he's one of my big homies. That's one of the, he graduated last year and I'm gonna miss the hell out of him. But he's out doing big things. That's what it is. He's a positive.
In Canada.
Yeah, he's in Canada.
He's a positive dude.
Yeah,
he's
for sure.
a positive.
For sure.
All about positivity. And you know, he's a hard-working dude. I mean, in school maybe not, but
hey,
you know, that's how it be.
You know,
that's how it
the
be.
system is not for everybody.
Exactly.
You know?
The system is not for everybody. It's not for everybody.
What did y'all say at the same time? What? That was crazy.
That's how it is, bro. I'm trying to tell you, school, bro. School is, I mean, well, we're not gonna delve into school right now. Let's keep talking. But yeah, Sam, he's a positive dude. He's a hard worker. He knows what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And like he's an actual advocate for positivity. Yeah. That's somebody that I feel like is a good figure. Instead of like all these people that, you know, preach positivity but don't actually follow in like what they don't practice what they teach.
Yeah, practice what you preach.
Say one thing on Instagram, on Snapchat they do another.
Yeah. Exactly. That's how it is. Yeah, it's fire. But yo, hold on. Let me get back to your question because we delved into a whole nother topic. Yeah. What you actually asked me. So you asked me about different artists in Durham.
Yeah.
And how they. What did you ask?
Shoot,
I can't believe you remembered.
Yeah, I kind of can't remember.
I remember.
It was like, you're humble, but what do you think, or what's your opinion on the artists of Durham that they're just beginning in the music industry, but they're not humble at all. They don't have a humble start to their music career.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because of the bigger artists that portray themselves as assholes and, you know, money flowing machines.
Yeah, it's like I said, the influence. Yeah. It's like I said, the influence. Once they see what's popping, they want to be. Well, no, they see somebody popping for one reason, and they see how they act, and they think that the way that they act is the reason that they're popping.
Yeah. And
sometimes that is the case, but sometimes it may be because what they do, and people do follow, you know, maybe both. People may try to imitate what they do and how they, you know, what their art is. Yeah. And that's the case sometimes. Like me, personally, and I'll admit it, I was a Drake fan. Well, I still am a Drake fan. I still am a Drake fan. And people can hear it. People that listen to my music can, you know, see that I was, like, really influenced by Drake because I felt like he was popping because of the way that, you know, his music was. And that's true. He was popping with the way that music was. And what's ironic as fuck is that I felt like Drake was popping because of his music. And what's crazy is Drake, I'm not gonna lie, Drake is a culture vulture.
Oh yeah.
He's a hella culture vulture. So that's ironic as fuck. That I try. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I tried to imitate an artist that was imitating other artists. That's crazy as fuck. Yeah. Like that's
a mirror on a mirror.
That's like a mirror on a mirror. It's crazy as fuck. I tried to imitate an artist that was imitating other artists, and that's just crazy to me. So like, it's all about what they feel is, you know, popular. So they try to act like that, and you know, some rappers nowadays are naive, and they don't really see how, you know, the industry works, and some of them are actually smart and they know what to do. Like some of these like new rappers nowadays, people will say, well, here's what I'll say. Hold on, I gotta get my thoughts right. because it's weird. What I'm about to say is like weird. So like, you know Lil Pump.
Yeah.
I feel no, not even Lil Pump. You know Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
He's smart because he knows he has to grab attention.
Yeah.
That's what he does. He's doing dumb shit for attention.
Yes. Yeah.
Like nowadays,
Baby mama.
yeah, the baby mama shit with Chief Keef, that whole Chief Keef shit, that's for attention.
Yeah,
all of that shit that's
yeah.
happening is for attention. All that's happening is him putting attention, bringing attention onto himself.
Not only on his actions, but in his appearance as well, for sure. I mean, rainbow hair, rainbow teeth.
Exactly, facts. And what was the Tupac quote? It was...
He quoted Tupac?
Yeah, no, he didn't quote Tupac. Tupac had a quote. It was, I can't remember what it was. But basically, it was saying that all like, you know, attention is good attention. Like, even if niggas is like, yo, fuck that nigga 6ix9ine. People, that's still attention.
Yeah, that's
going
still attention.
That's still
Like,
attention
yeah.
going to 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Either
I mean, we're
positive,
giving them attention by doing this.
exactly.
Yeah.
Doing this right now is giving him
Relevance.
attention.
Relevance.
It's relevance.
Relevance,
Exactly.
yeah.
It's crazy. That's how shit works.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but hey, that's how the world works now.
Facts. It's crazy, man. But I mean, that's all it is. And I mean, I do got respect. There's hella talented artists in Durham.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hell, like
Hey,
amazing.
man. We've only
Amazing.
touched like, we barely touched the surface. There's like
for real.
There's a gold mine in Durham.
Like there's people for real. There's people that like.
There's a gold mine and some people don't even know that they have gold.
There you go.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
they don't even know they have it
Yeah,
yet.
exactly. Like
Yeah.
there's so many people that I could like talk about. Like I'll name someone now. Zenzo Fly, Jay Gunn. People don't even.
Yeah,
people
man.
that are listening to this probably don't even know who any of these people
Yeah.
are. But
Jay
yeah,
Gunn.
Zenzo Fly, Jay
G.
Gunn,
Yamazawa.
G. Yamazawa, exactly.
that's
Juice
cute.
Lord, Deep End, shit.
Deep end, dude.
You don't exactly.
I haven't met him before.
You haven't met him yet. I saw him I was at a cipher on Friday and I met him. I met him and Juice Lord
On Friday.
on Friday.
The watch or something. What was it called? The event. It was
No.
like a yellow poster.
It was not. We have so yeah. Let's talk about Blackspace for a second, because
Yo,
I'm in
we're
Blackspace.
trying to go to Black. I mean, we're Hispanic, but I
feel
mean,
you. I feel
we're
you.
trying
And-
to get in there, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so for those
It's a
of y'all that
gold
don't know, I'm in a program called Blackspace, and Blackspace is like a dope ass program for, you know, artists, like any type of artist really. Like if you do poetry, if you make music, if you do, they'd even do
Art.
like stuff for digital media, photography. What's that again?
Art?
Oh yeah, art.
painting
Like
and,
just
like,
oh yeah, they
making
do stuff like that. Yeah,
Oh,
painting and stuff
okay.
like that too. And you know, it's just great for that. It's being led right now. The one in Durham, at least, is being led by Pierce Freeline. You know, the dude that tried to run for mayor. He's a dope ass dude. One of the he's.
So there's more than one Blackspace, and there's.
Oh yeah, there's more than
Blackspace?
one Blackspace. There's
Okay.
one here, and there's one in Chapel Hill, and there's
Okay.
one more. I'm not sure where it's at.
Mhm.
But yeah, there's more than one, and it's just great, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's for real talk. It's just great because of like the opportunities that are
Yeah.
presented to you.
Mhm.
Because like I can be real. If I didn't go to Blackspace, I'd be trying hard as fuck to even like do some shit like this.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like it's crazy.
Hey,
Like
what is it that they really do? They like promote artists or like
they
what is it?
promote,
They,
like what they do is like they have like these things called workshops, and you go there. They help you work on writing. They help you work on photography, digital media. They help you work on poetry, music, all that type of
that's
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, and we even like we have our own hip hop, you know, group, and we have ciphers every Friday at 9:19 because 919. You feel me?
Hey.
And yeah, so we go there. I go there every Friday, and you know it's crazy. Like you go to the cipher,
PM?
yeah, 9 p.m. And you think nothing is going to happen. Like you think it's just a cipher. You know, you just rap. People
You never
show
know
up.
what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. I remember going there. G. Yamazawa pulled up to the cipher.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I dapped him
Oh.
up. I dapped him up. I
Yeah,
said,
I'm gonna
yo,
have to show up sometime.
yeah, that's
too,
what I'm
man.
saying. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Yo, G.
Yeah.
Yamazawa showed up. Juice Lord, and like I said, Juice Lord and Deep End showed up. You know, Professor Toon.
I don't know.
You don't know who Professor Toon is?
Sounds
He's
familiar.
another Durham artist. He pulled up there. We just rap all the time. We got people coming in from Chicago,
Wow.
foreign
Oh, that's
countries that
dope,
pulled up to the
dude.
ciphers.
Hey,
It's
man.
crazy, bro.
Hey.
The opportunities that come, you don't even see them. You think
Yeah.
nothing of it. That's why you gotta go. That's why I try to do everything. That's why I try to be the person I am. I go do whatever I can
Mhm.
because you never know what's gonna happen.
I'm calling it. Blackspace. Next big platform in the future, for sure.
Facts. Oh yeah,
Local
most definitely,
platform.
most definitely. bro.
For sure.
Shit is going to happen. Shit is going to really happen. You just got to, once the opportunities come that are presented, it's going to happen.
And cut.
Yeah. It's,
All right.
yeah. I want to look you want to work there too.
Shit, I don't even know where we left off. This was a dope ass conversation.
We were talking about Blackspace stuff. I think Blackspace. Yeah, Blackspace is dope as fuck. I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, we have ciphers every Friday. You never know what opportunities are gonna come, so you gotta go to everything.
Okay. Yeah, the ciphers are they're outside, right? The ciphers happen.
The ciphers are in front of the pool. Like they're in front of that. They're in front of the pool. So like you know that big ass like courtyard thing.
Oh, okay.
In front of we're in there. Like and that's where the ciphers at. We got a speaker, got some beats.
Awesome.
They just pull it up. We all just rap. It's fire. Damn, we moved it a little bit. I think you did a little bit. Fuck it. No matter.
Yeah,
we're good.
Now, back to your thing.
Right.
Do you want to let the audience know like what is it you got going on right now? You got any thing you got in the works? We don't need any dates or any specifics. Just what you want to let the audience know.
That's the thing about me, bro. Like I don't know what it is. Like I can release songs like easy, like damn.
Again, bro.
I can release songs like easy. I wasn't gonna say, but yeah, I'll say it for that.
Is that card full too?
Let's see. Yeah, let me make sure.
This episode's gonna need a lot of editing.
So,
It's all good.
Why it's not full? What's the thing? All right, we're good.
you good?
Oh, it was still recording?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
All right, good. But yeah, that's the thing about me, bro. Like I can release songs like easy peasy, and you know they'll be all right. But like when it comes to projects, like putting like I said like before we started, I'm a perfectionist like hell, and like whenever I do a project, I want it to have a theme. I want it to have like some type of hidden message. I want to have something that like grabs your attention, or like you know lack thereof, where like you think it's nothing, but when you look under you know the surface, there's some like real shit that's being talked about. But like I said, I'm a perfectionist, and like whenever it comes to a project, I either you know start on something and I have something and I don't fuck with it and it's done, or I just get lazy and I just let it go. I do have a project coming out though. I don't know what it's called. It's untitled right now, but I do
Honestly,
have a
you got like the
honestly, I mean, I wouldn't call it a perfectionist. It would be more like an artist, because you care about what you make, you know, what you produce, and you're not gonna put out
people trash.
anything. Yeah, there you go.
I'm not trying to get
there you go.
trash.
Yeah,
exactly.
you give your
There you
best,
go.
which is that's an amazing quality. Shoot,
I'm trying.
you know, people.
You should though, like try to like you said, you can make a song easily. You should try just for the hell of it.
Just
make a song and put that bitch up to see what it does.
True.
Yeah.
See what it does.
Fuck it.
Hey, man, if it's a one-hit wonder, hey,
never
more
know.
power to it. If it's not, hey, just keep on trying.
Facts.
Just
Exactly.
keep working, you know.
You never know.
Hey.
Y'all got a good idea. I fuss with this, man. I just really fuss with this podcast. Yo.
Hey man, and we're trying to focus with Blackspace, because I mean, it has the vibe that we're looking for.
We're just trying to do whatever we can to like, help other people.
I feel you. It's crazy. I would. I like. Here's the thing. I would recommend you the Blackspace. Matter of fact, I will recommend you the Blackspace. I will. But I'll text you what they said.
We don't really do like that stuff. Though.
Yeah,
All
we don't.
do is,
Yeah.
I don't know.
What you mean, like podcast?
Yeah.
I mean, I could just. I mean,
Have
it's
people on it.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
People
yeah.
from podcast. I mean, from
like
Blackspace. Yeah.
I gotta ask peers.
I mean, and I would, you know, it's okay if they don't, you know, because it's in the name Blackspace.
Blackspace, yeah.
And
That's kind of
cool.
why. That's kind of
Yeah.
why I'm like hesitant.
Yeah.
Because, like, they got. Well, I'm not gonna say. Well, I'll just leave it at that. They're
Yeah.
hesitant.
No, it's fine. You know? It's Gucci. I mean, hey, we have Hispanics. We have our own things. Well, it's more in the north. They have their own things. You know, groups like that, like Blackspace. Down here, not so much. I mean, we have some organizations, but not really artistically. I'm trying to say, which sucks. But you know, hey, it's it is what it is. We might be one of the founders of one of those.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's all Gucci. It's all Gucci. But yeah, this is dope as hell, man. Yo,
Yeah.
dope as hell, man.
Good, bro.
Yo, it's
I
awesome.
fucks with y'all. I
It's
appreciate
awesome.
y'all letting me
It's
know,
awesome. Where can the people find you, man?
On SoundCloud, which is Zone, obviously.
Okay.
On Instagram, I'm enlightened._.zone. You got the like little edit, something like that. You know? But yeah, I am on. I rarely fuck with Snapchat, so you might as well not follow me on Snapchat. But if you do, it's Zack.hi. So yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, cool.
No Twitter.
No Twitter. No, I don't got a Twitter yet.
Not yet.
I don't know. I'm
Twitter's kind of a hard game.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I'm
It's
kind of
like-
reluctant to get on Twitter.
I mean, it's like
a lot.
it's
I'm
like
on
a
it and it's kind
yeah.
of confusing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. I'm reluctant to get on
I feel like people who win at that one are people who got in it from the get-go. And
Facts.
like, are
Yeah.
actually like really into just like
Yeah, there you go.
arguing back and forth.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, it's just not.
No. All right, so to kind of like end off the podcast, what we like to do is have the guests, when we have guests on here, is to leave a question for the audience. So we are going to leave that up to you, something that you would want to ask the people who are going to listen to this or watch this, something that you're just curious of, that's been running through your head this past week, or something you just thought about on the spot.
Got you. What does art mean to you?
What does art mean to you?
Got you.
It can mean anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all, bro.
Yeah. So you guys can leave the answers to that question in our DM over at Bull City Pioneers on Instagram, or you can leave that
Talk to me.
in Zone's
I got you. I'll answer
IG
too.
as well. Leave that over there for us. We would really appreciate it. Thanks again.
Like, for
Coming
big
on
facts.
the
I appreciate
podcast.
y'all
Yeah,
letting me
man.
come up here, bro.
Big time, man. Big time. Big time.
Appreciate you, bro.
Won't be the last.
Won't be. No. Hey, I mean, maybe a little snippet. Sam, Juan, and so.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah. Oh,
Yo,
bro, those are my dudes.
Why
Yeah,
not,
those are my
man?
fucking
Why
bros.
not? Why not?
I fuss
We
with
could do
that.
it.
Actually, I might cut in a little bit right here. Play a little snippet of your song right there.
Fuss with it. Hey.
Yo, okay. Yo,
I'll fuss with it.
There you go.
maybe even play it in the background.
Facts. You could,
Yo.
yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Low key.
But yeah, man.
Yeah,
Thanks again for coming.
No-
Really
no
appreciate it.
problem,
Yeah, you guys can, like we said, IG, Bull City Pioneers. Also, for any other inquiries or questions, concerns, you guys leave it in our email over at bullcitypioneers@gmail.com. Do that for us.
Facts. Do that.
We love feedback. We want to hear from you guys. We want to know how we can make this podcast better, and people that you guys want to see on the podcast. We love doing stuff like this. We love having these conversations because it helps us reflect as well, not just the artists, but us as well.
Facts.
And yeah, you guys do that for us. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.
Facts. That was fire. I fuss with y'all.
All right.
We're getting better and
Man, done. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Legit.
any